As the title of the book reveals, COVID-19 and International Development, this is a book that looks at the multifaceted, the complex implications of the COVID-19 pandemic on international development, and it's written from a social science perspective. Now, there is a lot of research done on the more direct health implications of the pandemic, but actually we know very little about the less direct socioeconomic effects on low-income communities, on low-income countries, in relation to, for instance, employment, the informal economy, education, climate change, water scarcity, income inequality. Now, this is a collective effort of several researchers within the International Institute of Social Studies in The Hague, also with many academics from other universities in the Netherlands and abroad. We all have a lot of diverse expertise in multiple fields of international development. And because of our own diverse interests, it came very natural to us to look at the COVID-19 pandemic and its implications from many different angles. One of the key messages that we wanted to communicate through this book is that while all countries have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, not all of them, of course, have been affected to the same extent. Our book puts forward several policy recommendations. Governments in developing countries need to urgently address the issue of equitable access to information with regards to the COVID-19 infection and treatment, but also about how to access financial support from the state. The book also has some very important policy recommendations for governments and policy makers in the global north, for wealthier countries. A lack of solidarity in the form of budget cuts towards overseas development assistance and aid, vaccine nationalism in the form of an unequitable distribution of vaccines around the world. These kind of strategies are unlikely to prevent the further mutation of the virus and protect our global health. So it's a book written for policymakers, for government officials, for people who work at relevant ministries, but also a book that is written for those who work in the development sector, NGOs, but also for students, for undergraduate students, master students. But it's also a book that you could give to anyone who has an interest in these kind of topics.